In the vast expanse of the Andromeda Galaxy, the Zolothian civilization reigned supreme as the most technologically advanced and intellectually gifted society ever known. For eons, the Zolothians had studied and catalogued the rise and fall of countless species across the stars, secure in their position as impartial observers of the cosmic dance of evolution. It was during a routine scan of a distant spiral arm that the Zolothians first detected the faint whispers of radio signals emanating from a small, unremarkable planet orbiting an average yellow star. The signals were primitive, the technological equivalent of a newborn's babbling, and the Zolothians took little notice of the species that had generated them. The inhabitants of this planet, called Earth by its natives, were logged and promptly forgotten, just another data point in the Zolothians' vast archives. As millennia passed, the Zolothians continued their grand survey of the cosmos, their attention focused on the more promising civilizations that dotted the galactic landscape. Empires rose and fell, species achieved great heights, only to be brought low by their own hubris, and through it all, the Zolothians watched and recorded, content in their role as the galaxy's silent chroniclers. But then something unprecedented happened. The Zolothians' long-range sensors detected a sudden burst of advanced technological signatures originating from Earth, a planet they had dismissed as unremarkable eons ago. At first, the readings were met with disbelief and skepticism. The technology being employed by the humans, as they called themselves, was far beyond anything the Zolothians had predicted for a species at their stage of development. Faster than light travel, advanced artificial intelligence, and even the manipulation of the very fabric of space-time itself, these were the hallmarks of civilizations that had evolved over countless millennia, not the achievements of a species that had only recently discovered radio waves. And yet, there was no denying the evidence that streamed in from the Zolothians' sensor arrays. As the Zolothian scientific community scrambled to make sense of this anomaly, a growing sense of unease began to spread through their ranks. If the humans could achieve so much in such a short span of time, what did that say about the Zolothians' own understanding of the universe? Had they become complacent in their superiority, too secure in their position as the galaxy's most advanced civilization? Theories and hypotheses were put forward, each more outlandish than the last. Some suggested that the humans had stumbled upon the ruins of an ancient, hyper-advanced civilization and had reverse-engineered their technology. Others whispered of cosmic flukes and statistical anomalies, desperate to find any explanation that would preserve the Zolothians' sense of intellectual supremacy. But as the evidence continued to mount, one truth became increasingly difficult to ignore. The humans, in defiance of all the Zolothians' models and predictions, had achieved the impossible. They had gone from primitive radio signals to advanced spacefaring technology in what amounted to the blink of an eye on a cosmic scale, and they showed no signs of slowing down. In the halls of the Zolothian Academy of Sciences, a sense of both excitement and trepidation began to take hold. The humans represented a challenge to everything the Zolothians thought they knew about the nature of technological progress and the evolution of civilizations. And as the first images of human starships began to filter back from the Zolothians' long-range telescopes, one question burned in the minds of all who saw them. What kind of species were these humans, and what secrets did they hold that allowed them to achieve so much in so little time? The Zolothians, for the first time in their long history, found themselves faced with a mystery they could not easily unravel, and the realization was both humbling and invigorating. The journey to understand the enigma of humanity's rise had only just begun, and the Zolothians knew that the revelations that awaited them would shake the very foundations of their civilization. As news of humanity's unprecedented technological leap spread throughout the Andromeda Galaxy, the Zilothian scientific community found itself in a state of near chaos. Esteemed researchers and scholars, many of whom had built their entire careers on the study of technological evolution, struggled to come to terms with the implications of the humans' achievements. In the grand lecture halls of the Zilothian Academy, heated debates raged day and night as scientists pored over the data streaming in from Earth. The more they studied the humans' technology, the more apparent it became that this was no mere fluke or stroke of luck. The designs were elegant, efficient, and grounded in scientific principles that the Zilothians had only begun to grasp. Professor Zorn Eldari, a renowned expert in the field of xenotechnology, was among the first to propose a radical theory. What if, he posited to a packed auditorium of his peers, the humans did not develop this technology on their own? What if they had help from an unknown, hyper-advanced civilization? The idea was met with a mixture of incredulity and intrigue. The Zilothians had long believed themselves to be the most advanced species in the galaxy, and the notion that there might be another civilization out there, one so advanced that even they had not detected it, was both terrifying and exhilarating. But as the Zilothians continued to study the human artifacts they had managed to recover, fragments of starship hulls, pieces of advanced computer systems, and even samples of exotic materials that defied their understanding of physics, a different picture began to emerge. The technology, while undeniably advanced, bore the unmistakable fingerprints of human design and ingenuity. Dr. Lyra Knox, a brilliant young researcher who had made a name for herself by challenging the established orthodoxies of Zilothian science, was one of the first to voice the unpopular but increasingly unavoidable conclusion. The humans did this on their own, she declared to a stunned audience at a symposium on Earth's technological rise. We have found no evidence of outside intervention, no signs of borrowed or stolen technology. The humans, against all our expectations and predictions, have achieved this feat through their own intelligence and resourcefulness. The implications of Dr. Knox's words sent shockwaves through the Zilothian scientific community. If the humans could achieve so much on their own in such a short span of time, what did that say about the Zilothians' own capabilities? Had they grown complacent, too secure in their position as the galaxy's intellectual elite? As the debates raged on, a growing faction within the Zilothian leadership began to argue for a more direct approach to unraveling the mystery of humanity's rise. They proposed a daring plan: to send a covert expedition to Earth itself to observe the humans up close and gather first-hand intelligence on their civilization and capabilities. The plan was not without its risks. The humans, despite their technological prowess, were still an unknown quantity, and there was no telling how they might react to the presence of an alien observer in their midst. But the potential rewards were too great to ignore. If the Zilothians could unlock the secrets of human ingenuity and adaptability, they might be able to apply those lessons to their own civilization, sparking a new era of progress and discovery. And so, as the debates continued to rage in the halls of the Zilothian Academy, a small team of the galaxy's most brilliant minds began to prepare for a journey that would take them across the stars, to the heart of the greatest mystery their civilization had ever encountered. The expedition to Earth was about to begin, and the galaxy would never be the same. The Zilothian expedition to Earth was a closely guarded secret, known only to a select few within the highest echelons of the galactic scientific community. The team, handpicked for their expertise in a wide range of fields, from xenobiology to advanced engineering, underwent months of rigorous training and preparation before embarking on their journey. Led by Dr. Lyra Knox, the brilliant young researcher who had first proposed the idea of human self-sufficiency, the team set out from Zilothia aboard a state-of-the-art stealth vessel, equipped with the most advanced cloaking technology the galaxy had ever seen. Their mission was simple but profoundly challenging: to infiltrate human society, to observe and study the humans up close, and to uncover the secrets behind their remarkable technological ascent. As the expedition drew closer to Earth, the team's excitement and trepidation grew in equal measure. They had studied the humans from afar, poring over every scrap of data and intelligence they could gather, but nothing could prepare them for the reality of setting foot on an alien world, of immersing themselves in a civilization so vastly different from their own. Their first glimpse of Earth was a moment of breathtaking beauty and wonder. The planet, a shimmering blue-green jewel set against the infinite blackness of space, teemed with life and energy. Vast cities sprawled across its surface, their lights twinkling like constellations in the night, while sleek, silver starships streaked through the skies above. As the Zolothian vessel slipped into Earth's atmosphere, its cloaking device rendering it invisible to human sensors, the team began their infiltration. They had studied human culture and language extensively, and each member of the expedition had been equipped with advanced biodisguise technology that allowed them to blend in seamlessly with the planet's native population. For months, the Zolothians lived among the humans, posing as ordinary citizens from various walks of life. They immersed themselves in human society, studying its intricacies and contradictions, marveling at the ingenuity and adaptability of this remarkable species. What they discovered was a civilization that defied easy categorization or understanding. The humans were a complex and diverse species, with a dizzying array of cultures, beliefs, and ways of life. They were at once fiercely competitive and deeply cooperative, capable of both great cruelty and profound compassion. But what struck the Zolothians most was the humans' insatiable curiosity and their unwavering determination to push the boundaries of what was possible. They witnessed firsthand the incredible feats of engineering and scientific discovery that had propelled humanity to the stars, and they marveled at the resilience and resourcefulness of a species that had overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles to achieve greatness. As the expedition delved deeper into the mysteries of human society, they began to piece together a picture of how the humans had achieved their remarkable technological progress. It was not, as some had suggested, the result of some cosmic fluke or outside intervention, but rather the product of a unique combination of factors that set humanity apart from any other species the Zolothians had encountered. The humans' diversity, their competitiveness, their willingness to take risks and embrace change, all of these qualities had combined to create a culture of innovation and progress that was unmatched in the galaxy. And as the Zolothians studied the humans more closely, they began to realize that perhaps the greatest secret to humanity's success lay not in their technology or their scientific prowess, but in their indomitable spirit and their unwavering belief in their own potential. It was a humbling realization for the Zolothians, who had long prided themselves on their intellectual superiority and their mastery of the cosmos. And as the expedition prepared to return home, their minds buzzing with new insights and revelations, they knew that the galaxy would never be the same. The humans had shown them a new way forward, a path to greatness that lay not in rigid adherence to tradition and orthodoxy, but in the embrace of diversity, adaptability, and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and discovery. As the Zolothian expedition returned to their homeworld, their minds reeling with the implications of their discoveries on Earth, they knew that they had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. The humans, once dismissed as a primitive and unremarkable species, had proven themselves to be a civilization of unparalleled ingenuity and potential. But what was it, exactly, that set the humans apart? What was the secret to their remarkable success? To answer these questions, the Zilothians embarked upon a rigorous analysis of human psychology and culture, drawing upon the vast troves of data and observations they had collected during their time on Earth. What they found was a species driven by an insatiable curiosity and an unwavering determination to explore, to discover, and to push the boundaries of what was possible. From their earliest days as hunter-gatherers on the African savanna to their breathtaking achievements in space exploration and technology, the humans had always been defined by their restless spirit and their refusal to accept limitations. At the heart of this mindset lay a profound sense of adaptability and resourcefulness. The humans, the Zilothians realized, were masters of turning adversity into opportunity, of finding creative solutions to even the most intractable problems. Where other species might have succumbed to despair or resignation in the face of challenges, the humans seemed to thrive on them, using them as springboards to new heights of achievement. This adaptability was rooted in the humans' unique evolutionary history. As a species that had emerged from the crucible of an often hostile and unpredictable environment, the humans had developed an extraordinary capacity for innovation and problem-solving. They had learned to cooperate with one another in the face of shared threats, to build communities and civilizations that could withstand the vagaries of nature and the ravages of time. But the humans' success was not solely a product of their adaptability. It was also, the Zilothians realized, a result of their remarkable diversity. Unlike many other species in the galaxy, who had evolved along relatively narrow and homogeneous paths, the humans had embraced a staggering array of cultures, beliefs, and ways of life. This diversity, far from being a weakness, was in fact one of humanity's greatest strengths. It allowed for a constant cross-pollination of ideas and perspectives, a ceaseless churning of creativity and innovation that propelled the species forward at an astonishing pace. Where the Zilothians had long prized conformity and consensus, the humans had learned to harness the power of dissent and debate, using their differences to fuel their collective progress. And yet, for all their diversity and competitive spirit, the humans were also capable of remarkable feats of cooperation and solidarity. They had built global institutions and networks that transcended national and cultural boundaries, working together to confront the greatest challenges facing their species and their planet. It was this combination of factors, adaptability, diversity, competitiveness, and cooperation, that had allowed the humans to achieve such breathtaking progress in such a short span of time. And as the Zilothians studied the human mindset more closely, they began to realize that perhaps the greatest lesson they could learn from this remarkable species lay not in any specific technology or scientific achievement, but in the very way they approached the universe and their place within it. For the Zilothians, who had long viewed themselves as the galaxy's intellectual elite, this was a humbling realization. They had spent eons refining their own ways of thinking and doing, honing their civilization to a state of near perfection. But in their pursuit of perfection, they had perhaps lost sight of the very qualities that had made the humans so successful: the willingness to embrace change, to take risks, to learn from failure and adversity. As the implications of their discoveries began to sink in, the Zilothians knew that they stood on the brink of a new era, one in which the humans would play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the galaxy. And as they prepared to share their findings with the rest of the galactic community, they did so with a newfound sense of humility and respect for the species they had once dismissed as primitive and unremarkable. The human mindset, they now understood, was not a weakness or a fluke, but a profound strength, one that held the key to unlocking the full potential of intelligent life in the universe. And as the Zilothians looked to the future, they knew that they had much to learn from the remarkable species they had once sought to study and understand. As the Zilothian expedition's findings spread throughout the galactic community, the reactions ranged from shock and disbelief to profound curiosity and admiration. The notion that a once overlooked species like humanity could have achieved so much, so quickly, challenged long-held assumptions about the nature of technological progress and the evolution of civilizations. For some, the news was a bitter pill to swallow. The idea that the humans, a species that had only recently emerged from their own planet's gravity well, could have surpassed the achievements of civilizations that had existed for eons was deeply unsettling. There were those who called for isolation, for a retreat from the galactic stage in the face of this new and unpredictable variable. But for others, the Zilothian discoveries represented an unprecedented opportunity. The humans, they argued, had shown themselves to be a species of extraordinary potential, one whose unique perspectives and ways of thinking could help to spur new breakthroughs and innovations across the galaxy. And so, in a historic moment that would come to be remembered as a turning point in galactic history, the leaders of the Zilothian civilization reached out to their human counterparts, extending an invitation for dialogue and cooperation. It was a gesture of profound respect and humility, an acknowledgement that the galaxy's most advanced species had much to learn from its newest and most surprising member. To the surprise and delight of the Zilothians, the humans accepted the invitation with open arms. Despite the vast differences in their cultures and histories, the two species found common ground in their shared love of exploration, discovery, and the pursuit of knowledge. In the months and years that followed, human and Zilothian scientists and engineers worked side by side, sharing their expertise and insights as they tackled some of the greatest challenges facing the galaxy. Together, they unlocked new secrets of the universe, from the nature of dark matter to the origins of life itself. But the partnership between humanity and the Zilothians was not limited to the realm of science and technology. As the two civilizations grew closer, they began to learn from one another in profound and unexpected ways. The Zilothians, who had long prized stability and order above all else, began to embrace the human qualities of adaptability and risk-taking, recognizing that these traits were essential for survival and progress in an ever-changing universe. They learned to celebrate diversity and dissent, to harness the power of competition and cooperation in pursuit of their goals. The humans, in turn, gained a newfound appreciation for the value of long-term planning and the wisdom of experience. They learned from the Zilothians' vast knowledge of the cosmos, their understanding of the intricate web of cause and effect that governed the workings of the galaxy. As the partnership between the two civilizations deepened, a new era of galactic cooperation began to take shape. Other species, inspired by the example set by the humans and the Zilothians, began to reach out to one another, forming new alliances and collaborations that spanned the stars. In this new era, the galaxy was no longer a collection of isolated and competing civilizations, but a vibrant network of interconnected cultures and societies, each contributing its unique strengths and perspectives to the greater whole. And at the center of this network, the unlikely partnership between humanity and the Zilothians shone as a beacon of hope and possibility, a testament to the power of curiosity, adaptability, and the unquenchable spirit of discovery. As the Zilothians looked back on their long history, they marveled at the strange and winding path that had led them to this moment. They had begun as observers, as distant and impartial chroniclers of the cosmos, only to find themselves drawn into the very story they had sought to understand. And yet, as they looked to the future, they knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast and full of wonders, and there was still so much to learn and discover. But with the humans by their side, the Zilothians knew that they were ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities lay ahead, to continue pushing the boundaries of what was possible, and to help shape the destiny of the cosmos itself. And so, as the stars shone down upon them, the Zolothians and the humans set out together into the vast expanse of the universe, ready to write the next chapter in the unfolding story of the galaxy. It was a story that had begun with a mystery, with a species that had defied all expectations and challenged all assumptions. But it was a story that held the promise of a brighter future, of a universe in which the full potential of intelligent life could be realized and celebrated. The humans had shown the galaxy a new way forward, and the Zolothians were proud to walk that path alongside them. Together, they would explore the wonders of the cosmos, unlock its deepest secrets, and build a future of boundless possibility. And through it all, they would remember the lessons they had learned from one another, the power of curiosity, of adaptability, of the unquenchable spirit of discovery that had brought them together and would guide them forevermore. And yet, as they looked to the future, they knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast and full of wonders, and there was still so much to learn and discover. But with the humans by their side, the Zolothians knew that they were ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities lay ahead, to continue pushing the boundaries of what was possible, and to help shape the destiny of the cosmos itself. And so, as the stars shone down upon them, the Zolothians and the humans set out together into the vast expanse of the universe, ready to write the next chapter in the unfolding story of the galaxy. It was a story that had begun with a mystery, with a species that had defied all expectations and challenged all assumptions. But it was a story that held the promise of a brighter future, of a universe in which the full potential of intelligent life could be realized and celebrated. The humans had shown the galaxy a new way forward, and the Zolothians were proud to walk that path alongside them. Together, they would explore the wonders of the cosmos, unlock its deepest secrets, and build a future of boundless possibility. And through it all, they would remember the lessons they had learned from one another, the power of curiosity, of adaptability, of the unquenchable spirit of discovery that had brought them together and would guide them forevermore.